Right, so hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I just thought I'd catch up with you. I think this will be Crafty Catch Up 18. I thought I'd catch up with you what's been happening because there's been a long gap since my previous video, and I've had some lovely messages, people asking how I was and everything and how my daughter was. Basically, I think on my last video I said that she hadn't been feeling well and I was going to take her to A&E. Well, it turned out that at the age of 27, and I mean she is slim, if I got a picture I'll put one up here, picture of health, she had a heart attack. And they just couldn't believe it. So they ended up doing 3 blood tests, sent her home. Then when the blood tests come back the second time, they then emergency called her in, and then 2 in the morning she was sent off to a specialist hospital about 40, 50 miles away from us. And it turns out that she had an infection that inflamed the heart and restricted it and caused her to have a heart attack. She's on beta blockers and blood pressure tablets, and she was on antibiotics to get the inflammation down, and that went on for about 3 months. She's still on the beta blockers and the blood pressure, and she's been told that she'll have to stay on them for next year. I think it's called myositis. I'll write it at the bottom here so that you can Google it if you want to. And they've done another echo scan, and they said she's still got a lot of damage to the heart. So she's not allowed to do any exercise. She mustn't let her heart rate go over 120 beats. Mustn't run upstairs, mustn't lift heavy stuff, mustn't get up stressed or anything, mustn't get pregnant. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster, but she is back at work. She's self-employed. She does makeup for weddings, hair and makeup, and she has a website and everything. And she is back at work, but she's employing helpers, and she's not trying not to overdo it. But yeah, so that was it. So that's ongoing. Then my grandson went into hospital with croup, quite severe croup. So he was rushed to hospital by ambulance. He's fine now. That was Josh. And then my oldest daughter, who's 32, she's been with her partner 12 years, and they've separated. So she's moved back in with us. So then we had to move rooms around, and I had to give up my craft room, which made a big difference as well to my crafting. And for a long time my stuff was in boxes. And I'll just turn you around. Now you can see this is my lounge. So this is the understairs and across there. And because we've got quite a big lounge, this is the top lounge, and then there's a bottom lounge down there. So yes, so this is my craft room and, well, craft area, and as you can see, a lot of boxes and things. Obviously the girls help me pack, so I'm gradually working through and trying to organise things. I've got the Cricut over here and card making stuff. I haven't even looked at the Society, the 2022-23 quilt. The envelopes come in the post, and I didn't get to look at them. So that's something I'll have to do, and I might later on in this video unpack them. I'll see how it goes. But yes, so I haven't got a lot done, but I am hoping to do more now. Tiny bits more settled. With everything, but yeah, so that is my craft room area. Right, so this is my husband's sort of study, and I'm now in here with him on my computer, so that's where I do all my videoing and printing any bits and pieces I want to print out. So this is the Next Generation doll, and this is the Elsa dress I made her. very similar to the one that I made for my granddaughter, which I'll put a picture up for you. So there it is there, and I used all the leftover bits. And I actually made 2 of these, one for my doll and one for my granddaughter Sienna's generation doll. And I ended up giving that to her on her birthday because obviously I'd given her the other stuff early when we went camping. And I think that is all I've made at the moment. So not a lot of makes. We have been working in the garden, and I'll put some clips of a fish pond that we're starting to build, and I'll add that some clips. And if you want to see more on that, then check out my other channel, Lewis and Julie Home and Away, which has all sort of garden activities and when we go off on our camping trips. Right, so morning YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Jules Craft Room. And we're not in the craft room today. We're outside in the garden. I haven't been posting recently. Thank you for all the kind messages from people asking where I was. Got a bit caught up in family issues, health and stuff like that, so haven't had time to do any crafting at all really, but I have been out in the garden, and we have got some plans in the garden, and I thought, well, maybe I'll share that with you. So I'll just turn you round and talk you through it. Right, so as you can see, this is our decking area and seating area in the garden at the back of the bungalow, and there is a lot of decking, and what I've been doing is I've been staining this decking. So there's that one, then you come down here and you've got this seating area here, and there's a lot of decking here, as you can see. Got tools out because we're building, and then down here and round here, and then we have a lot of decking down here. Now if anyone's interested, this is the colour slate, and I did get the cans from Screwfix, and they were $14.99 each, which I thought was good value, especially when they said 2 for £25. But when I went back to get some more when I ran out, I had to pay £22 for one can because the other thing was well made. So this is our pond, and we've had this for about 7 years. And I don't know if you can see from the front here, it is actually tilting by about 2 inches, where the ground has sort of disappeared underneath the decking. And I do worry some days that I'll come out and find that it's collapsed. We have to put this thing in to stop the heron from getting the fish. And in here we have, I don't know if you can see with the glare, but we have 3 toys, quite large ones now, and some turduckens and goldfish. And we bought them when they were about 3 inches in length. And of course now they're miles too big for this pond. So we decided to treat ourselves to a new pond, and that's what we've been doing, and here it is so far. So I'm in an R-in whether to take a row of logs down, because we're not sure if it's going to be just too high. But for safety reasons with the grandkids, it's good that it's high because they can't lean over into there. But when you're sort of sitting down on the patio here, it is quite high. Now we're going to put a window in just here of about 500 by 120. So that will mean when you're sitting down you will be able to view the fish, which would be lovely. But at the moment we're trying to look at it and get a feel for it and decide if we're going to take one of this row off, so that it'll be slightly lower. I don't know if it'll make that much difference. It is tall. I think we'll get used to it, and once it's all stained, I think it will blend in. And it doesn't look too big from a distance, it's just maybe when you're sitting there. But it is a big area. Now this wasn't meant to have a window in it, so for those who might be interested, we've got these irons which we're going to screw up the side here and concrete in before we actually cut out the hole there, and the glass will go in. And this morning the glass is being delivered, so it's all very exciting. And then of course we'll want a few extra fish, so I'm looking forward to that. We're not going to get rid of this one, we're going to move it, and I'm going to restain it the dark brown, and I'm going to put it where those 3 flower pots are in front of my shed there. We'll level the ground, make sure it's not going to move, and we will keep little ones to grow up in there, because you can't put them in the big pond with the bigger fish because they might get eaten. So yeah, so that's the plan. So and I can't think of anything else. Just been doing generally weeding and stuff like that. But the pond has been a lot of decisions. Also on the sewing front, as you can see, my cushions for this area are looking a bit tired, weathered, and I will put a picture up here, I've seen some lovely fabric of koi fish, and I thought I might make some koi cushions to go on the sofa here, so that'll be coming. But yes, and those all are bits and pieces. I'll feed the fish, and then you see they get quite lively when you feed them. So if I can get into here. Yeah. I don't like touching the fish because you get smelly fingers. Let me know your opinion on the pond, what you think, whether you think it's a problem being the height it is. So, and like I say, there will be a window here, but yeah, let me know, and whether you think we should do it slate grey again, or we were thinking maybe a silver grey, slightly lighter. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.